Hello class, so we are now in assignment or discussion number 12. So I do believe that one of you already checked the output of your manuscript, and again I make some comments of your manuscript only on your leader's output. So you can ask your leader with regards to the copy of the manuscript with a comment, and all the members must collaborate or help the leaders to comply all the suggestion, comments, and recommendations. So I know some of you get the um, beyond 50%, and some of you have this lower than 50%. So don't worry, take it as a challenge and do your best to modify or to make some corrections of your manuscript. Now I'm going to discuss to you the two important things here, especially in the research methodology. And then come to the research instrument. And please include this one. Majority of your manuscript doesn't have this numerical ranges. So you have scale 4, 3, 2, 1, and you also have categorical responses. For example, here strongly agree down to strongly disagree, and some of you have this interpretation. But majority of your paper, as I've checked, there is no ranges part. So please follow this range. So for the 4-point scale, use the 3.26 to 4.00. And for the 3-point, follow the 2.51 to 3.25. And for the 2-point scale, follow the 1.76 to 2.00. And for the 1-point scale, follow the range 1.00 to 1.75. So you need to follow this one. Again, some of your manuscript doesn't have these numerical ranges. So I suggest that you need to put a numerical ranges just like this one. Okay. And for those who got the 5-point scale, okay, instead of having this 4, they have this 5. I encourage you to only use the 4-point scale. Okay, I hope it is clear. And now let's proceed. I will proceed to my major comments, observation of your output in assignment number 11. And hopefully, when you submit your manuscript, the second revision for assignment number 12, it will have this improvement. Okay, so here's my common comments or your common mistakes of your manuscript. First is your format of your title page. So I observe some of you still using in the title of your study you have the format of bold, so it must not be in a bold format. And also some of your title have this not all letters are capital, so the format for the title, it must be capitalize each letter. Next is my second observation. There's no page number in the preliminary pages. Again, for the first and second cover page, so there is no page number on that. And for the preliminary pages, starting from the table of contents and then down to, I think, only table of contents. So you need to use the Roman numeral page number. Okay, instead of page 2, you have double I for the preliminary pages. And for the chapter 1, down to researchers biodata, you need to use the Arabic numeral. So instead of double I for page number 2, you are using the number 2. Okay. Next, no proposal word on the title page. So since you are still in the proposal of your research, so you need to put the word proposal. So for example, a thesis proposal is presented to. So don't forget to use the word proposal. Next, number 4, no month on your cover page. So some of you only put the year, and some of you doesn't have this even the year and also the month. So you need to put the month. So what is the month that we need to put in our cover page? We need to put May. So it is expectedly that we will finish the semester within the month of May. Next, no scaling guide in the research instrument. So this is what I'm talking about in the previous picture about this scaling guide. So you need to put a numerical ranges. Okay. Some of you have this scaling guide but doesn't have this numerical ranges. And some of the manuscript that I have checked, there is no scaling guide at all. So you need to put a scaling guide in the research instrument that can be found in the research methodology. Next, no citation in the paragraph. Again, it is not, if the information of your manuscript is not coming from your own idea, so you need to acknowledge the source of that idea. So you need to put citation in the paragraph, except on the paragraph that is coming from your own idea. For example, in the last part of the rationale. Next, in the reference, some of the manuscript that I have checked is not arranged alphabetically. So you need to arrange in a alphabetical order. Another observation in your reference, it is not in the single space format. I know that the format of the chapter 1, going to the last part of the chapter 1, you are using the double space. But again, in the reference list, do not use the double space. It must be single space. Okay? But there are space in between the reference. For example, Kano. This is one of the reference. Next is example Olair. So between the reference of Kano and Olair, there is a space between, one space between. But all the information of the Kano, okay, you have this title of the study, name of the publication company, and other information, it must be single space. But the between the two references, there must be one space here. Okay. Another observation, some were not in the future tense, especially in the research methodology. So for example, in the research instrument, research design, research respondents, you need to use the word, or you need to use the future tense, since this is still a proposal of your research paper. For example, this study will, okay, you need to use the word future tense, not the study was or the study were. Okay, that is the past tense. Since you are still in the proposal hearing, you need to use the future tense. Another error of your manuscript, you have used the wrong citation format. Again and again, I still observe in the in-text citation, you are still including the first letter of the name of the author, which is wrong. So for example, in the in-text citation, it is only the last name of the author and then the year. Okay, but in the reference part, okay, but in the reference part, you need to include the first letter of the author. Okay, I think some of you are using a, forget this, there's an application or a system in which there is an automatically cite the source, or the sources can automatically found in the reference list. So you need to modify or change the format in the in-text citation. But in the reference list, that is the appropriate format. But as to in-text citation that can be found in chapter 1, you need to modify, because the format of the in-text citation, there must have no first letter of the author, first letter of the name of the author. Next, I also observed that there is no indent in the paragraph. So you need to add indent on your paragraph. Next, observation, page numbers in the table of contents are not aligned. So please align the number or the page number of your table of contents. So I suggest in your table of contents, you need to create a table and erase the line. At least all the numbers, all the letters were aligned. Do not use tab or space, because that is the effect of not putting a table. Okay, the letters, the numbers will not be aligned. So I suggest that you need to insert a table and input all the informations. And then after inputting all the informations, you can erase the line of the table, so it will not become visible to the readers. Next, second to the last, no semicolon and a question mark in your statement of the problem. So you need to put semicolon. Okay, and in the last part, you need to add question mark in every sub problems. Okay, and lastly, line drawing length was wrong. It is in the cover page also. So please review the previous manuscript and then copy the appropriate length of the line drawing. Okay, so I think it's enough for my comments, observations, corrections of your manuscript in the assignment number 11. Now you have the task to submit the second revision of your manuscript in assignment number 12. And please follow all my comments and corrections. So we have this same scenario. I will only check or comment on the output of your leader, and what is the score of your leader will also be the score of all the members. So I suggest all the members will collaborate with the leader, as well as the leader must take the lead to, give some responsibility or assignments or tasks to the members, so that you can submit the output without being late. Because if you are late, you can no longer submit the output in the Google Classroom. So keep up the good work and see you in the next online lecture. Bye bye.